Welcome to another edition of Windsurf.com development. In this exciting edition, we're going to try to get each of the cities here, Chicago, Decatur, Great Falls, Montana. We're going to try to get all the cities placed in a state category. So right now we have the database defined. I'll show you that very quickly. That's going to be inside of network models. We have basically state site. So state site defines it defines a site, a state, and a photo. You can have a photo for each place. That's just optional, but really site and state is the main thing that we're focusing on now. So we're going to do that by simply going back. We're going to try to populate this database. We're going to go back here and we're going to say grab all the H4s. So we're going to use the select here and we're going to say H4s equals select all H4s, okay? H4, okay? And inside of H4, inside of, I forgot how to do this Interesting. Let's see. Select. Okay. Huh. Oh, okay, very good. So inside of the soup column mask, right? We're going to select every H4 element, okay? All right, so now we have the H4s. Once we have the H4s, let's add them to the database, okay? We're going to add them to the database, and we're going to say, but as we do it, let's do it one thing at a time. So let's say for H4 in H4s, okay, logger.info H4. Okay, this is the first one. And right now I'm going to do an import pdb.setTrace. Okay, so that when I run this again, I'm going to say python manage.py Craigslist. Where is it? Craigslist. There it is. Manage.py Craigslist. And we're going to say Craigslist. Let's see. States. Craigslist. Whoops. Python Manage.py Craigslist states. Okay, so check this out. So now, aha. Alabama. Very good. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to render the contents. Okay, so we're going to say state name equals select state long name. This is the long name, not the two-letter select. Well, actually, you just have to say H4. Whoops. Put this in the wrong place. Whoopsies. H4. So now we can say state, grab the state long name. State long name is going to be h4.renderContents. h4.renderContents. Okay. And now we can say logger.info state long name. Let's do this again. PDB. So the first one is going to be Alabama, I believe. Aha, Alabama. So we have Alabama. So let's add that to the database. So what we're going to do is simply do this. We're going to say US states equals up here we're going to do the import from network. Where is it? We don't even have it yet. So we have to say network imports, equipment imports. Okay, so network imports from network.models import state site. There we go. Okay, state site, and then if we go back down here, we'll say US states is state site dot US states. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to map. We want to go in here and say for KV in US states, if I believe the way it looks is actually over here. It's going to be Alabama, so 2 digits first, 2 characters first. If v equals state long name dot strip, if lower will actually lower the actually you have to just say v dot lower state dot strip dot lower. Okay, so if v, we have a match logger.info usstates.val equals state long name. And we can prove that by saying %s equals %s, and we can say %that, and we'll just simply say, now we'll simply say right here, oops, we just need these two guys right here, and we'll get rid of this guy. There we go. Check this out. So now when I run this again, aha, Alabama is Alabama. Very good, very good. So now in the database itself, what we need to do is, let's go back to the models, and we'll say state is max length 2, which makes sense. Okay, each state has a 2-digit, 2-letter whatever. So in the database, we're going to say, okay, we have a match, so let's say add site state site. Whoops. Add state site equals state site. Actually, we'll do this dot objects. We'll do this objects dot filter. Okay, and we'll try to grab the first one if it exists, right? So we'll try to grab the state equals k, right? So we want to see if we even have a state in the database. Okay, and do we have a state in the database? All right, that's the first question. Are there any states in the database? All right, cool. Cool. We're not there yet, really. We need to do this. We have to do this now. So if that is that, so we know the state is Alabama, AL, okay? So we need to do something smart about this now. Okay, so what I want to do is this. We need to do a selector where we can say inspect element. So we're inside the H4. We need to say the UL after the H4 element. So beautiful soup selector after. Okay, beautiful soup select element after. Okay, that's what we have to do. And after. Is there an after? Aha. After. Fetch next siblings. The siblings of this tag. Whoops. Fetch find all next. Find next. Aha, aha, that's what we need. So this is Beautiful Soup. I wonder what version we're on. Beautiful Soup 4. I'm wondering if we're actually using BSF4. I hope we are, because Beautiful Soup 4. Let's go down to lib. Find out the right way. Craigslist. No. Where is our selector? Lib. Widgets? No. Where is it? How are we doing a beautiful soup? Manipulate text. Aha. We're going to open that file and let's find out what version. We're using, okay, Beautiful Soup 3 right now. But let's go ahead and let's look this up in Beautiful Soup. Find next, find all next, find next. Okay, let's say Beautiful Soup 3. Beautiful Soup 3, find next. Aha. There it is. Find next. Find next siblings. Aha, find next. Instead of the second loop, you can write this. So soup.find, text is heading, find next UL. This is exactly what we want. This is exactly what we want, okay? So we're going to go back here, and we're just going to say, we're going to go back here, we're going to say task Craigslist. All right, so UL equals find next equals h4 dot find next ul and logger dot info ul, and we'll paste that in, see what happens. We're going to comment this out. We don't need this yet. And what we're going to do is, this will be fun. We're going to run this again. Python, whoops. First of all, let's shut this server thing down, and we'll go to this guy. Run this again. See if we can find the U. Aha! We found it. It works. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Okay, very good. All right. So what we want to do now is grab the A elements inside this li, inside the ul. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say a hrefs is soup.select inside ul all the A elements, and once we have that, we can say, very good. Whoa, 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 what did I just do? Ha. Ah, perfect. Alright, forget this. Oi! We don't need this. We don't need this. Come on. Let's do this. Let's do this right. Alright. Here we go. Okay. It's the messiest code in the world, but we're trying to make this thing happen. That's the key, right? So, for A and A refs. There we go. Alright, now we know actually the US state. And we also know Alright. Let's try this again. Watch this. Tuscaloosa. There's a PDB here somewhere. Oh no. Oh no. I just broke everything. What is this? Oh. Wait a second. So that was all fine. We don't know where this strange PDB is coming from. It's like inside the for loop here. Okay. Question is, did it say that it's saved, site saved? Awesome. Awesome. All right, let's drop this guy, and we kind of know what we're doing now. Okay, so let's try this again. Here we go. Boom. Run this over. Here we go. Awesome. Territories. What's this? Territories. So we do have territories. Interesting. We'll have to get to that later. Where's that? United States. U.S. territories. Aha. Interesting. Let's go back to Craigslist site. So what do we have for territories? I'm gonna PQRS territories. Aha. Okay. We'll deal with that eventually. We don't need to do anything about that now. Okay, so now we have site saved, territories. Okay. Okay, cool. If I do this again, watch this. It's going to say site already exists for most of them, so it's going to say we don't have to create it. Aha, we already have a site dupe. We already have a site dupe. Very good. Okay, cool. So now what I want to do is we're going to reload the page, windysurf.com. Actually, we don't need to do that yet. What we want to do now is in the database, we're going to rename this to crawl state sites state. Okay, cool. And here we have a site object, okay? And what we want to do now is with the site object itself, with the site object, let's try and create a state site object. All right. So now we can do this, and all we have to do is, let's see. Let's see. With the site object, let's try and create a state site object. All right. How are we going to do this? We will, let's see. So we have a site object. Okay. Aha, this is what we were going to do before. Perfect. All right, so try. I'm glad we wrote this code. So first off, let's see if we can find a state. Okay. So state. So we have the state. How do I know we have the state? We can say state equals K. Okay. State equals K. And then site equals site. Very good. Try to grab that object, right? Logger.info. Dupe detected. We'll say state site dupe detected. Do nothing except we do this, and we say if it doesn't exist, we say state site add state site dot state equals K. K. All right. No. K. Okay. Add state site dot. Okay. Add state site dot site. This is so fun, right? Not really. It kind of is. All right. Kind of is, but the code, I feel terrible because the code is just awful, but it works. It works. All right, add state site.site is equal to site. And then we're going to say add state site.save. Logger.info. Saved. State site is saved. Okay, cool. All right. So now, let's do this. Let's run this all over again. Here we go. States. Here we go. Has no attribute image. What's that about? What is that about? Okay, so we don't need to do image model. We truthfully only need to do what is this about? User profile, photo, image field. Okay, image model. We did image model, right? And we have image field. What's the deal with this image business? Aha. Aha. Image field. Okay, that's what we need to do. So we're going to go down here and we're going to say state site class IK options. Okay, lib image kit specs, image cache, image field is photo. All right, try this again. Here we go. Awesome. Okay, let's see what it's actually doing in a second. It says that we have territories. It says that we have state site is saved. All right, let's run this again. And this time it should dupe. It should say dupes are created or dupes exist for state site. Dupe detected. Excellent. So now if I go back here and I say Python manager.py run server, we're going to go back to windysurf.com.ml, load it up, Control-Shift-B. Come on. Ta-da. Here we go. So now we're going to have a much easier time because inside of our views.py, network views.py main cover. All right. What we're going to do is, actually we're going to do this globally, so we're going to say middleware domain HTML. Nope. Oi, if we could just get this done. If we could get this done, we'd be so happy. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to... Let's go back to... Let's go back. Where are we? Where are we? What are we trying to accomplish here? Settings.py. Alright, settings.py. We're going to go down to our template context processors. Pages. Network templates. There it is. So we're going to go back to network templates. And we're going to go... Network templates. Where is it? Loader.py. And we're going to say... hotspots. Okay. Sites. Aha. Okay. And then we're going to say state sites. We're going to go back to our models.py and we're going to say state sites equals, oops, and we're going to say network.models import state site. All right, we're going to say state site dot objects dot all. Okay, order by doesn't matter actually. Order by, we're going to say by state, ascending. Order by state. Okay, now instead of what we have on the bottom of the page on main cover, in fact, what we're going to do is going to be this. It's going to be very cool. We're going to say main.html, and at the very top of all of this, we're going to try to add a nice selector, a drop down that lets people choose a state. We can do it at the top. Yeah, we'll do it at the top. Check it out. This is going to be really fun. So we're going to say, li, daily deal. Okay, so li, all right, select, and then for state site in state sites. Back here, option, we're going to say state site dot state site dot state site dot, come on here, we got the state. Okay, watch this, reload the page. N4, and we're gonna pray for good winds, because right now the weather's good even though it's winter time. It's kind of warm. Awesome, look at that. In fact, I want to put this after equipment. It looks a little better over there. Equipment, right there. Now we're talking. All right, so now we're gonna say that we're gonna open up our static, somewhere we have styling here. We just got to find it. So we're gonna go to static CSS, main.css. Awesome. And at the top of it all, we should have a come on, global top menu. There it is. All right, ULLI, div dot top menu, ULLI select, and we'll say margin left 15px. Of course, margin right 5px. We don't need to do margin right, probably. Actually, this is probably too much. Let's do this. Insert 10px. Okay, so now oh wow, we should get the unique. We should say unique sites. Interesting. Very cool. I kind of like this. Okay, so how do I get in Django a unique list? I think you just have to say unique. So all we have to do is go back to our loader, and we're going to say state dot unique. I think. Let's see. Whoops. Nothing. There's no such thing as unique. So okay, forget that. I have an idea. What we're going to do is this. Order by state, and then we're going to say order by site dot order by state, comma. Actually, we probably just have to do this here. State, comma, site domain. Invalid order by arguments. Okay, that doesn't work, so we have to do one more. Whoops. Site domain. All right. Oh, come on. Can we do it this way? It's slow. It's very slow. Here we go. Come on. There we go. AK. So this is interesting. I didn't expect this. I did not expect this at all, but I kind of like what we have. What we're going to do next is going to go back to our main.html. We're going to say state, and then we're going to say over here, we're going to say state site.site dot name. Look at that. Aha. Fairbanks. So now we just go down to Texas. Texas. Awesome. Okay, so now in option, we're going to give this a data domain equals state site dot domain. Okay, and now if somebody makes a change here, on change equals, let's see what we've got here. At the top we have Windsurf global dot site change. Global dot site change ID state sites. Okay, global dot site change. And what we can also do is this. Global dot site change this. Turn false. All right. Also, check this out. If site.id is equal to if equals site.id, if that's equal to state site.id, we're gonna say option selected end if equal. This is fun. Okay, so now we got that. We're gonna reload the page, and now watch this. We're gonna select a different site. We're gonna say dallas.sfbay.windsurf.com. Aha! Isn't that cool? Is that not cool or what? Very cool. And of course, when we make this smaller, we give people the option of changing site. Okay, so let's do this site change. We're going to go into up here. We're going to say, comma, site change function, select object. Okay, and selected equals dot find. Aha! All we have to do is actually say, dot find option selected. And now selected URL is going to be selected dot attribute data site, right? Where do we have it? Oi, data domain. Isn't this fun? All right, data domain. Okay, and now we're gonna say alert selected URL. Let's just see if this does anything that we want. And we're gonna reload the page. Okay. Reload the page. Aha. And now all we have to do is say window.location. Window.location equals selected URL equals selected URL. Actually, plus we say HTTP selected URL. There we go. Check this out. So now, reload the page. Now when I switch over here to Imperial, aha, awesome. So now it's all categorized by state. Very cool. There's a lot of states here. Okay, cool. Let's see. I want to make this select box smaller, so let's do this. Style equals max width 90px. Okay, and that should cut it shorter. Very good. I would say maybe we'll say 120. Okay, cool. So now we can go back, reload the page, 120 px's, and we're going to commit this, run a syncdb on the live site, team commit, select based on location. Okay, cool. So now what we want to do is go to our console on the live site. What we're going to do now is we're going to go in and push this to the live site. We're going to su Windsurf, SU by the way, SU Windsurf, cd.dir. I'm going to say push Windsurf. Okay. Push Windsurf. Push live. Awesome. Restart servers. Yes. Push Windsurf. Let's try that again. Push live. Yes. Restart servers. Yes. Okay. And now, when we go to windsurf.com, check this out. We're going to say cd web dir python manager.py syncdb settings equals live. Work on Windsurf. Try that again. There we go. Now when we go to windsurf.com, reload the page. Very good. So when I run this command, python manager.py Craigslist states settings equals live. Aha, look at that. Awesome. Reload the page. Okay. Windsurf. What we need now is, believe it or not, what we need now is this. We're going to go back to our, come on, where are we? We are going to go back. Okay, so there's something missing here. It's going to be the world, right? So option world, okay? Data domain equals data domain. By the way, why don't we change this to Southeast Alaska? Birmingham. Awesome. Data domain is windsurf.com, okay? And world headquarters. Okay, so if we are on if equals state.id, if equals site.id 1, end if equal, we're going to say selected world. And now we're going to say team commit. So now we have a world domain. We're going to push this live. Of course, we can test this out by going to windsurf.com port 8000, our local dev server. And what I want to do now is grab a unique list of world. Awesome. Fairbanks. Check this out. Okay, cool. And we're going to push this live. We're going to say, actually, this should say dupes detected. We already have a site dupe. That's fine. But do we have, yes, state site dupe detected. Very good. And now we can run a cd /push live. Okay, check this out. Now, reload the page. Very good. Very good. Okay, let's see what's going on the Windsurf forum. See if anybody responded. Post reply. Way easier to select. All right. Copy this. Way easier to select a city and state now. So we're going to do this. We're going to paste this guy in here, URL, end URL. Okay. And preview. Submit. All right. This is so fun. Okay, so thank you for watching. I don't know what I want to do next. I think I do. Why don't you stick around? Another 20 minutes, we'll get some other cool stuff done. What I want to do now is down on the bottom, I don't want to have 1,000 links. I have so many links, it's hard to navigate. What we want to do now is simply change this to be a unique list of states, okay? And we're going to do that by using another select box. This time it's going to be in Texas, so you can actually select. We're going to enable selections of cities, and we're also going to enable selections of states. And question is, I think we're just going to do I'm trying to think. Forget it. Let's just forget it. Let's be cheap. We can't do everything. Let's do this. We're going to copy this guy because we can't handle so much nonsense. And we're going to go down to the bottom and say, aha. Okay, so check this out. Aha, how about this? Watch this. This is gonna look good, I think. And actually we need a little div here. And now reload the page, and this can be max width 220 px's. Awesome. Okay. There we go. Looks good. And now, if I switch this to Santa Barbara, there we go. Okay. Okay, added select box to bottom. Now we're going to push this guy live. We're going to push this bad boy live. Push live. Yes. All right. Santa Barbara. Cool. And now we can go in and do something fun with our smartphones. Let's check this out on our smartphone. And we're going to pull up windysurf.com on our smartphone. We want to see if it looks good. Okay, so windysurf.com. Wow, looks great. Really nice. Texas. Galveston. Look at that. Looks great. I can't ask for a better site. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to publish this to YouTube, and I hope you enjoy it. All the best. Make this smaller.